Hey, what's up guys? It's Josiah from Swanky Disc Golf. I'm the person that you rarely see, mostly because I spend most of my days making a lot of pizza, working in restaurants, so I don't get a lot of free time. But I've got an exciting video for you today. I have been building my bag slowly over the last few months as I've been getting more and more into disc golfing, and today they have asked me to get you a in the bag video. So I'm going to go through the discs that I have. I actually just got some new discs today, and I actually got a birthday present from Swanky Nick. Thanks a lot for that, of a new disc, but I've only gotten to throw that one just today when I went out with him. So it was fun, got some new experiences. So some discs I've thrown, some I'm going to be adding to my bag today, but hope you guys like the discs that I have, and yeah, let's get right into it. So I've got here my Discraft Ziploc bag, as I like to call them. They're drawstring, but I just like to call them Ziploc bags. Discraft bag here, so I'm just going to reach in, pull out a disc, and we'll go from there. First one I got here, Paul Macbeth branded Hades. This one fairly recently, right as it was coming out. I was fortunate to get a hold of one on pre-order. I haven't thrown this one a whole lot. It's a little bit more understable than the ones I'm used to, but I really like it. I actually threw that one today farther than I've probably thrown any disc ever. And if you ask Nick, it was highly unintentional and it just rolled a lot further than I was expecting it to go. But I've liked everything that I have from it so far, and I'm looking forward to trying to do new things with that. Next one I got in here, the Avenger SS, actually. This was the one that Nick got me for my birthday present, so I've only thrown this disc today. I like it a whole lot so far. Again, another more understable disc than what I'm used to, but this one, from what I've seen, I can throw forehand, backhand, and it'll pretty much do exactly what I want it to, which is nice when I can get that to happen in a disc. Alright, next here I have Innova Corvette. This is probably the fastest speed distance driver I have, and it's a really difficult driver to throw, so I don't throw it very much. I'm not very good, only been doing this a few months, and so I tend to not throw this once very often unless I've got like a very open field and I'm trying to practice forehands, or I've got a whole lot of practice time, and that's generally when I do it. So also, in case you didn't notice, it is a dark green, which if you've ever been disc golfing, you know is the exact color of grass, tall weeds, woods, everything. So I lose this disc a lot. I've probably lost it like 3 or 4 times. You could ask Nick. I spent about 10 minutes trying to find it today. So I tend not to throw it, mostly just because I don't want to lose it sometimes. Let's see here. Next, we have an Innova Champion Firebird, I believe is what this one is. I actually might be wrong on that one. Nope, it's a Champion Eagle. Sorry. Yes, Reed could probably verify that. It's the Champion Eagle. I got this one used about a month ago, and I love it. This is one of my favorite discs. It's an overstable fairway driver. I will pretty much use this for pretty much every second shot off the tee if I'm still a good distance away. Short par 3s, things like that. It gives me the distance I need. It's got that overstability where it'll fade right at the end, and it'll give it exactly where I need it. I probably had a few of my best throws have come with this disc. I like this one a lot. It's probably one of my favorite discs, even though I got it used. So low-key, sometimes used discs are the way to go sometimes. Next up, I have a Innova Champion Spider. I found this disc back when I was in college, so I had probably at that point I had a starter pack, which I actually don't think I have any of the original discs from that starter pack, and I found this disc on a course buried in some leaves. It's a mid-range, a slightly overstable mid-range, and it is probably my favorite disc in the bag. I will throw that pretty much on every really short par 3. If I've got like a straightaway, a straight line, something like that, something I know is just going to go flat and I will send it exactly where I want it, I will use that one pretty much for everything that's short. Next up, let me reach in here. I think I've only got a couple discs left. Like I said, I've only been doing this not very long, so I don't have a whole lot of discs in my bag. Titanium Zone Putt and Approach by Discraft. I got this off a recommendation from Reed. He said It's very great for forehands when I was trying to practice my forehands. And he was right. I like it a lot. It helps me get out of some tight spots when I need a forehand disc. It also helps me when I'm trying to flex a shot around some trees. And I know it'll turn over to get to where I want it. I like this disc a lot. It's good putting approach. Helps me get around some tight angles whenever I need it. And I believe the last disc I have, yes, is my putter. Dynamic Discs Judge. I hated this disc at first. This is actually, because I can talk now, this is actually one of the discs I first got in the starter pack when I first got into disc golfing back in college. Or when I first played a few rounds in college. I didn't actually get into it a few months ago, but I've been using this putter, and I hated it at first, but I've come to love it, and I probably will stick with this putter for whatever I need. It helps me. You can get some distance out of it when you need to. It goes straight, slightly overstable, so it'll go perfectly straight. Fade right at the end is perfect. I love it. I use this off the tee on really short holes all the time, and it's probably my second favorite disc in my bag at this point, aside from that Innova Champion Spider. But yeah, that is actually all the discs I have in my bag. But today I went out and I had a few discs that I had in my bag that I was trying to get rid of. I had a few discs that I was trying to get rid of. A mid-range I didn't throw. A Leopard I never threw anymore, and I think a Freedom driver that was really beat up, so it didn't actually even do what I wanted anymore. So I went and traded those in, and I got some new discs. First off, another Judge. I need some more practice with my putting, so I figured it'd be handy to have a second Judge with me, and the other one's a few years old at this point, so I figured it'd be helpful to have another identical disc so I can get into the habit of practicing two putts off of pretty much every one, just for more practice when I'm out there. Next disc I got is a Firebird distance driver. Let's see here. I've never thrown this one before, but I've heard it's highly recommended. A highly recommended distance driver. It's a little overstable. Actually, it's a lot overstable. I think Reed throws this one sometimes. I could be wrong. So Reed, correct me if I'm wrong. But I know he's got at least one of these in his bag, I think. So I'm looking forward to throwing this one. I've been looking for a more overstable distance driver. I've got some slightly overstable ones, I guess, with that Champion Eagle. Yeah, the Eagle is slightly overstable, but most of my other drivers at this point either are kind of in the middle or more understable. So I'm looking forward to that one. Next one is a Warrant. I have never thrown this disc, and I don't actually know anybody who does throw this disc. So I'm looking forward a lot to using this. I've been looking for a more understable mid-range. My backhand is a lot better than my forehands, and so I've been trying to find a mid-range that'll kind of, on shorter spots, get around trees where I'm not having to throw a forehand every time. I should probably just go and practice my forehands, but it would be a lot easier if I could just throw that. But I really like the feel of this one in my hand, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how this one works. And then the last disc, I guess I didn't get this one today, but I have a Champion Sidewinder from Innova, another distance driver. I believe this is another understable distance driver as well. I actually found this one on a course recently as well, so I've never thrown this one either. So I have no idea what to expect, but I'm going to keep it in my bag for a little bit. Couldn't figure out who it belonged to, so I'm going to keep it in my bag for a little bit, maybe throw it a few times, see what it is. I've got, in case you didn't notice, I have a lot of drivers, more than anything, in my bag. You can almost see the top. So this is my entire stack of discs. Not a whole lot compared to most people, but in here I believe I have 2 putters and 2 mid-ranges, and the rest of them are drivers, and the majority of those are distance drivers. I think that that Champion Eagle is the only fairway driver I have, and I think the rest of them are distance drivers. Yeah, so I've got like 6 or 7 distance drivers, a couple mid-ranges, and 2 putt and approach, 1 putter, I guess, and 1 putt and approach. So looking forward to adding those new mid-ranges, trying them out. Super excited to get some new discs. It's been a while for me as I've been haven't really had the time to get out, so I had some free time today to go out. Again, Nick, thanks for the birthday present. Appreciate that. Avenger SS, I really like it so far. I know both him and Luke actually used that disc, and they've really loved it and recommended it. So I'm glad to have that one added to my bag. But yeah, that's the entirety of my bag. I also have this little marker that says Professional Disc Golf Association member. So I like to say that I got in for free, even though I'm not technically a member. I'm gonna stop hitting this table because I've thrown that over that's like the epitome of knocking trees over in the woods. But yeah, that's that's all the discs I got. I'd be looking forward to adding some more in the future, maybe. Whenever I get some more time out and I get to use these, I'll find what I like, what I'm not liking, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you sometimes. And yeah, maybe sometimes you'll actually get to see me throw some of these discs instead of sitting behind the camera. But for now, this is what I got for you guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Swanky Disc Golf, we do a lot of different things. So yeah, like and subscribe. Look forward to more content like this if you like this. Hopefully we can get some more in the bag videos from Reed, Luke, and Nick. I'd love to see actually some of the things they have. I don't even know half of what Luke or Reed throws at this point anymore regularly. So Nick's kind of the only person I get to go out with. So I'd love to see those sometime. This is what I got for you. Yeah, have a good day, y'all. Luke, you can edit this, but I knocked my other camera down, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Have fun with that. Next up.